Welcome to today's stock market review, where I deliver stock and crypto swing trading analysis and insights into what's driving the market. Please note, I am not a financial advisor. This video is only for educational and entertainment purposes. All right, guys, we had a great day on the market today. We have the SPY still in the channel, still grinding up. Seems like we still have more upside here. SMH, I brought this up yesterday. Also, we are at the bottom of the channel, looking for continuation to the upside. No current trades in SMH, but just watching it. Tesla, as discussed yesterday, we had a long-term downtrend followed by a wedge or a pennant formation, and then we chopped around inside. We broke out, had a pullback to the trend line, and then we reversed up. This was a possible long, but then, it faked you out if you got in here. I personally got stopped out. However, now we've broken above this red line. And what this red line is a value area. This is a zone where there is a lot of trading, as you can see by this bar over here. When you have a value area, once you cross over it, it becomes support. So this is exactly what we're holding here, is this zone. We popped above it, and now once we tried to come back, we wicked up. So that tells me that there's a slow grind working here, and you'll see this box I have above here. This is our overhead resistance zone, where we had to reverse once, twice, 3, 4 times. And when we have a zone like this, every time you knock into it, it starts eating away at some of the orders up here. So here you have some sell orders, and the stock is just working on that right now. The buyers are building up momentum to the upside. Now, if it does break, we could get a very sweet move. I have an opening position in here, small size, and then we'll add into it if it breaks through this zone. If it does, our next resistance is somewhere around 380, but we should get, if we start moving through here, we should get through that, and then our next target would be 440, of course taking profits as we go up. Upstart, still respecting that trend line on the bottom, and we got a little bit of a pop here. So this one is a good trade. I'm still in, waiting for it to start moving up. Probably take profits at around $87 and then $94. IBM, this one was a really good play. I brought this up yesterday. I got in here about 247. We had a resistance level here. You can see this area where we kept wicking up, and then it's further confirmed by this value area here. We don't have the distribution here is a little choppy, but this still is our highest area. Now, what I said is once we break above this resistance, you should see a pop, and that's exactly what happened. I'm still in this trade. I see some more upside. I mean, I could have taken profits today, but I felt that we still had a bit more to run. We should get up to this zone here tomorrow if the market is favorable. Don't forget, tomorrow we have more data coming out, which could rattle the markets. But today we did shake off the soft jobs reports, and yesterday. So the market seems very bullish, and I'm going to keep buying the dips until it fails. So, and of course, scaling out along the way. So this IBM, great one. We do have still have a big gap to fill up here. If we can actually get through this zone, man, this could be a great trade. So waiting to see how that plays out. Roblox still grinding slowly in that channel. BMNR not doing much still. We have this curling here, and we'd mentioned that there's a support zone at $39. We held it, so that's a good sign. But we need buyers to step in. And The area I'm watching is around 44.60. Once we pop above here, here we have our value area, and we also have our 21 and 50 EMA. Once we break above this heavy zone here, we should see a decent pop, probably 55 to $70 if this goes, but it's the treasuries right now not doing so well across the board. Also, MicroStrategy, this one is, a lot of people had faith in this one. I used to trade this stock a lot, but it just keeps going down. It's bleeding. So we have our support zone here. This is kind of like a channel here where we traded, and we have a support here. When you have a channel and it's chopping around like that and it still hasn't broken out, that means we could still have more downside. It's kind of getting kind of ridiculous here for MicroStrategy. The MNAV is about 1.5, but the market doesn't seem to really care. And now that we have so many treasuries, having an MNAV of 2 is not really, it doesn't really make sense. So I'm staying out of this one. CoreWeave, I started a position in this one today. As you can see, we had a double bottom, and I called this out yesterday. Did I call it? I'm not sure if I called this out yesterday, but it was on the watch list, and I got into today. We got a nice pop followed by a pullback, and as you can see in the after hours, we're up to 105. I bought calls on this one, doing really well. Next one is Coinbase. I had tried to take a long on this one here a while back. That failed, stopped me out, and it's just been on my watch list. We do have here, you have 3 tests of the bottom here, and it's holding really well. And what happened is we started grinding throughout the day, and we are at that 50 MA. Great trade. Now we're just watching to see if we can get above here and fill that gap. Circle, as previously mentioned, we have a support zone here at 102. It has not been broken, but we are yet to see any movement upward, any change in character. It's still technically grinding down below our EMAs. If we come down here, get a bounce, we could chop through it, get back up here, then maybe I'll think of getting in long. Not ready to even use a dollar cost average strategy on this, because you don't know, it could go much lower. And this has nothing to do with what I think of a company. This is just the charts we have. CVM, this is a small cap gem I brought up over the weekend. Still in an uptrend. What happened here is we had a very nice move to the upside. There was some dilution announced, and that made it drop, but it went back up, and now we are just pulling back to our support zone here at this yellow line, 1045, and it is holding. So that is a good sign. I see continuation up to 1483. I am currently in this and adding on the pullbacks. So I did add here at around $9 and then added a little bit more here. So targets 1480 around, and then around $20, coinciding with these zones we have here. So resistance, and another resistance here. This thing could pop. It's a very low cap stock, and it has some interesting news with a deal being worked out in Saudi Arabia. It's going to be a lifeline for this company. They said 60 days for the review of their product to be fast-tracked in Saudi Arabia. Still, it could happen any day, but maybe within the next month, and this is why we went from being totally bottomed out here and dead and forgotten, and then we had this nice move. Yeah, so that's it for CVM. One more I'm watching here, I'm not in this currently, is CRISPR Therapeutics. Interesting company. They do gene editing, and they have applications for medical uses. Vertex Pharmaceuticals has partnerships with this company. This one is, I'm still studying the stock to see if I would like to be in it long term. But as a swing trade, we had a long term downward channel here, broke out of it. This would have been a good long if you had entered here, ran up, and then now we're pulling back to this support. So we could get some movement to the upside. I'm watching, this area. Let me get a square to put in here. Or yeah, we'll just draw it. So this area around here, once we get through this, I think this stock has potential to continue up to $86, or even a little bit higher to 90. Okay, so that's those are the stocks on my watch list. If you want me to go do an in-depth of any stock you are thinking of buying or trading, put it in the comments section and I promise I read these comments and I will respond to you. Please don't forget to give me a like and a subscribe. This channel is new and I need your support to get this off the ground. I hope you liked it. If you did like it, please give me a like and subscribe. I will update you again later this week. Take care.